Welcome to Talks with Dr. Gupta and friends. Today we unpack India's rapid E20 mandate, the policy blending 20% ethanol into commercial petrol, and the growing consumer revolt threatening a major political crisis for the ruling coalition. To evaluate this transition, we must look beyond official energy security targets and analyze the alignment between macroeconomic goals, corporate sugar cartels, and cross-party political patronage. Question to ask: what motivated the government to enforce E20 and who benefits? Point 1. Crude import bill reduction. India imports over 85% of its crude oil. Blending 20% domestic ethanol saves an estimated $6 billion to $10 billion annually in foreign exchange, helping stabilize the current account deficit. Point 2. Explicit sugar lobbies and cross-party patronage have shaped the policy. The policy is spearheaded by Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, whose family has promoter ties to ethanol producers like Burti Power and Manas Agro. Across Maharashtra, over 60% of cooperative and private sugar mills are controlled by cross-party leaders including Sharad Pawar, Ajit Pawar, and Radhakrishna V.K. Patil. Point 3. The policy effectively offloads sugarcane subsidies onto motorists. In states like Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra, leaders rely on ethanol diversion to clear statutory price arrears owed to 5 crore sugarcane farmers. Publicly traded sugar majors such as Balrampur Chini Mills, Triveni Engineering, and Bahaj Hindustan gain guaranteed revenues by converting excess cane into fuel. This forced cost transfer has sparked an explosive youth and consumer revolt. Following the precedent of Abhijit Dipke's Cockroach Janta Party, a satire-driven Gen Z movement forced the resignation of Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan over paper leaks. A new movement called the E20 Janta Party has gone viral. They are mobilizing commercial transport unions and frustrated motorists for marches to parliament. The movement demands consumer fuel choice, transparent fuel labeling, and Nitin Gadkari's resignation. Welcome back to part 2 of Talks with Dr. Gupta and friends. Let's look at the technical facts. Ethanol has 33% lower energy density than petrol, causing a direct 2 to 6% drop in fuel efficiency. In pre-March 2023 legacy vehicles, its moisture-absorbing properties degrade rubber hoses, dissolve plastic gaskets, and corrode metallic fuel tanks. Given this damage, why doesn't the government simply impose an absolute ban on E20? Here is why an absolute ban is economically and politically impossible. Point 1. Financial sector default risk. Over 1 lakh crore rupees has been invested in ethanol distillery expansion, backed by public sector bank loans and government interest subventions. Banning E20 would trigger immediate non-performing assets and corporate insolvencies across the banking system. Point 2. Agrarian economy collapse. Reversing ethanol blending would crash domestic sugar prices, leaving mills unable to pay 5 crore sugarcane farmers. No ruling government can survive the resulting rural vote bank revolt. Point 3. Modern fleet alignment. All new light vehicles manufactured post-April 2023 under BS6 Phase 2 norms are engineered explicitly for E20. They feature anti-corrosive fluororubber fuel lines, modified injectors, and tuned engine control units. Banning E20 would penalize millions of new car buyers while wasting billions in automotive re-engineering. Why not pivot entirely to electric vehicles instead of ethanol? Point 1. The strategic China trap. Over 75% of lithium-ion battery cells used in Indian EVs are imported from China. Swapping crude oil dependency on the Middle East for battery cell dependency on Beijing creates a severe geopolitical risk. Point 2. Infrastructure capex versus existing grids. Transitioning over 200 million internal combustion vehicles to electric requires massive power grid upgrades and fast charging networks. E20 utilizes the existing network of 85,000 retail petrol stations with minimal immediate capital expenditure. Point 3. EVs offer zero agrarian linkage. Electric vehicles run on grid power, not agricultural commodities. Unlike ethanol, EVs cannot absorb domestic sugarcane surpluses or clear farmer arrears, making them politically useless for securing rural voter bases. In our final section, we evaluate how the government can navigate this rising crisis before consumer anger converts into a full electoral revolt. The emerging convergence of online Gen Z satire, commercial transport union strikes, and middle-class fuel anger presents a formidable threat to institutional stability. To prevent a full-blown political backlash, policymakers must execute an immediate three-point course correction. First, implement tax-based differential retail pricing, reduce central excise duties and GST on E20 to make it 5 to 8% cheaper per litre at the pump. Lowering the price at the nozzle directly compensates consumers for the volumetric mileage loss and encourages voluntary adoption. Second, mandate dual fuel choice at retail outlets. Retain dedicated E0 unblended petrol or E10 dispensers alongside E20 at high-volume fuel stations. Mirroring proven international transition models in Brazil and the United States ensures legacy fleet owners are not forced to damage their engines. Third, enforce full transparency and retrofit subsidies. Place all official technical compatibility studies, fleet damage assessments, and blend ratio reports in the public domain. Establishing co-funded anti-corrosion retrofit programs for vulnerable legacy two-wheeler owners restores public trust in state policy. National energy security is a vital goal, but forcing uncompensated costs onto everyday vehicle owners while protecting political sugar cartels creates a volatility trap. By aligning retail prices with energy density, protecting legacy vehicle owners, and offering transparent fuel choices, policymakers can achieve energy resilience without burning public trust. Thanks for watching Talks with Dr. Gupta and friends. Stay sharp, stay informed, and let's keep analyzing the forces shaping our world.